extra loud this time so that we can make sure that it stays on.
Very cool. Okay, so let's try that one more time. Okay, so the question was, how do you find and select teachers to talk to?
Well, one of the great things about working here at Brainpop is that a lot of us used to be teachers, so we know a lot of teachers, and we make sure that we keep in touch with them anytime we meet somebody, when we're at an event, or at a university program, or at a conference. The other thing is that at Brainpop we have a whole cohort of Cbes, Certified Brainpop Educators, and those are often our go-to people. They are very balanced between elementary and middle school, and we try to make sure whatever new products we're working on, that we find the kind of teacher that is going to be using that in his or her classroom.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jessica. I have another question for you. How do you communicate with people who speak different languages?
That's a great question too. This actually just came up because, as you can probably imagine, people from all over the world use Brainpop, and we actually are available in a lot of different languages. So we want to make sure that we can be in touch with all of our customers and all of the kids and users who are using the devices, using our program in their schools or at home. It just came up that I was talking to a mom from Japan about her use of Brainpop, and we, the two of us, were using Google Translate on both sides to make sure that we understood each other. So we do a lot of work on each end, both when we talk to the users and the users themselves will really go out of the way to try to make sure that we can understand them. We also have offices in countries all over the world. We have an office in Mexico, we have one in France, we have people in Hong Kong that we work with. So sometimes we'll go to one of the other brain poppers in another place, and they'll help us translate what the customers are saying.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And we have Mr. Senor Padilla's fourth grade class to thank for that question.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for that question. And we're going to do one more. Are there any examples of times that you've added or switched things in Brainpop to make it better based on feedback that you heard?
Lots and lots of times. One of the most recent ones is that when we were in some classrooms doing research on a completely different topic, students gave us the feedback that a lot of times to them, Tim is speaking too quickly, and it's really hard to understand him. And because of that feedback, and sometimes, we'll wait and we'll get multiple different classrooms will give us the same feedback. And once that happens, we start to really pay attention and we'll try to make a change. And so now you can actually access Brainpop at a slower speed than it was originally recorded at. And that doesn't just help kids who might need to hear things a little bit more slowly, more clearly, but it also helps schools that have really slow internet connections. And it makes sure that we can have Brainpop in classrooms all over the world.
Very cool. Thank you so much.
No, it's so nice to meet you guys. I hope you have a fun field trip.
Thank you. Well, we'll see you soon, Jessica.
Follow the footsteps.
We're gonna
I see a lot of footsteps on the ground.
We're going to follow the footsteps. Here we go. All right, well, don't see Moby anywhere. Oh, but I see John. Hi, John.
Hi.
How's it going?
Lovely. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Am I loud enough?
Can you all hear John? Let us know if you can't. Well, he's not saying anything either yet, so we don't know. We'll find out. All right, John, we have some questions for you that our visitors and viewers have submitted. One question is, where do you come up with the ideas for the Brainpop videos?
So, as you know, at the beginning of Brainpop movies, it begins with a letter from a kid, and a lot of those letters are real. So we collect, whenever we get an email or a physical letter, we save it. We save the question, and we collect all of the possible ideas for movies on this giant movie list. And so when we're looking for a new one to do, we kind of go through the list and decide what do we want to do this year, what's in the curriculum.
Very cool. What are the headings there on the movie list?
So this is all of our different subject areas. We have science, social studies, English, math, and then down here, art and health.
Very cool.
And the yellow ones are the ones that we've done already.
Okay. So if one of our viewers had a movie suggestion, how do they get themselves on that list?
Well, we have an email they can send to. It's feedback@brainpop.com. They can send questions to that.
Very cool. Some of our viewers also want to know, what's a day in the life of your job like?
So I'm the editorial director, which means that I have a team of writers, and the writers write scripts and features for Brainpop. And so typically a day is that I'll be editing a script that a writer has given me. I'll be editing multiple scripts actually that a writer has given me, and I'll also be working with animators to see how animations in progress are going on those scripts. So, for example, this is a script I'm working on today about the scientific process, and you can see that this has gone through multiple edits. So before anything gets to me, other people have edited it. You can see that the writer's dialogue for Tim is in black, and then the editor who went through this before me has marked it up with blue.
Okay.
And then I'll do a final pass on it before sending it to animators.
Uh-huh.
Nice and loud.
Okay, and so one of the coolest things about the job is figuring out, it's every script is a puzzle. You know, how much can we fit into a 5-minute Brainpop movie about a particular topic? And how can we do it in a way that's engaging? So, for example, here's our script on exponents, and we were thinking about how can we show exponents in math in a way that's visually engaging. We thought about pennies and like what would happen if you applied exponents to piles of pennies. So we start off. We thought we'd show this pile of pennies growing out of control and like breaking Tim's house open. And we start off with a bunch of pennies on a table, which is our direction given to the animator here, and then it goes on to a description of the tables, or the pennies crushing the table, and then the pennies breaking his house. And so the first thing that happens is the animator looks at this, and they give us what's called a storyboard, which is like a comic of what the movie's going to look like. And so here they've drawn the pennies on the table. Here's the pennies crushing the table.
Oh, wow. So
And
this is what a storyboard would look like.
Right, and here's the pennies breaking out of the house, and here's people running away from the giant pile of pennies.
Very cool.
And then we see the animation of it, and we after a few weeks they send us the animation, and then we get to see what it's actually going to look like, and then we send comments back on that too. And then the final one, you can see the difference between what was originally animated and what we came up with. We made the pennies a little bit more realistic looking, and we decided to have more of them. And they just basically polished it up, and that's part of my job as well, is working with the animation and giving comments back on it to make it look as good as possible.
Very cool. Could you show us that storyboard again?
Sure.
Some of our students use storyboarding when they're making their movies on Make a Movie. So it's very cool to see that. It's not only something you do in school, it's something that we do here at Brainpop too.
Yep.
And some teachers and students have also been commenting that they also use Google Docs in school, so they're very excited to see that.
Yeah, we always use Google Docs. It's a really cool way for everybody to collaborate on things.
Awesome. Now, before I leave you, do you have a favorite Brainpop movie?
That's hard to say, but I like Division, because that was the first movie where we added robots other than Moby in. And Motown is awesome. It's a really complex topic, but it's fun, and we got to add some cool music to it.
Nice. Thank you so much for sharing, John.
Thanks.
All right. Well, we will leave you and let you get back to work. And we're still on a hunt for Moby. I wonder if he's around here. I wonder if Moby is in our Moby room. So we have a room here. It's called the Moby room. And look, it's a Moby, but this isn't the Moby that we're looking for. We're looking for our friend Moby. Here are the screens where you can book a room so we can see what the names are. Let's see if we can keep our eyes out for the names of some of the other rooms. This is, can anyone guess what the name of this room is? Any guesses? It's the Tim room, because of Tim. Oh, yep. Miss Erica, good guess. It's Tim. All right, and we can confirm that with this screen. So they got it. Miss Wade's class got it. They figured it out. So this is where we have meetings sometimes in rooms like this, and we all need to get together. And any guesses on this one? Annie, good job. All right, so here we are in our kitchen cafe area. Hi. So It's lunchtime. Sorry for interrupting your lunch. We meet again. Yeah. This is our Nat room. We don't have a picture of Nat up here, but we know it's the Nat room because the screen says Nat. And this is our office area. Hi. All right, well, we are going to walk around the kitchen. Is there any food in the kitchen? Do you guys see any food around here? Does anyone see? Is there any food here? Ooh, we've got apples. Do we have any more food around here?
There's some oranges on the end, yeah.
There's some oranges. Can anyone tell me the names of the phone booths? We've got some phone booths around here.
Names are on there. Like there's nothing but a booth or something.
All right, well, here we are. This phone booth is called Booth Bader Ginsburg. So the phone booth is a place where sometimes if you need a quiet space to work or you need to make a phone call and you don't want to interrupt everyone else in the office while you're talking, you can go inside the phone booth. And this phone booth is called, oh wait, what is that? What did I just step on? More Moby footprints. Oops. Whoa, whoa. Oh, there we go. Okay. We stepped on some more Moby footprints there. And this booth is called Nothing But the Booth. Did you guys get that? It's called Nothing But the Booth. What a fun play on words. It looks like no one's been in here because it's dark. Oh, and this is a little spot right here too. It's called the Cranny. This is a nice little quiet place to work also. All right. Still no word on Moby though. We're still on the hunt. So let's keep walking around and see if we can find him. We've got some storage over here. Ooh, so we've got a cranny and someone wants to know where's the nook. Well, you're in luck. We have a nook and it's upstairs. So let's go upstairs. Here we are. Oh, and this is a room. I wonder if there's anyone in here. Let's say hi. Hi, everyone. Do you want to say hi to our Cbes? Wave hello. All right.
How's it going?
Good. Okay. Hello from Mexico. Wow, you're so far away and yet you're here with us. I love that. Oh wait, is that more food? We've got some almonds. We've got almonds. We've got pretzels. And those look like mixed berries and nuts. Yes, it is funny, nook and cranny. I think it was intentional. All right, here we go. Let's go upstairs. Now, we're on the hunt for Moby. He's not down here anywhere. He's probably upstairs. So let's find out. There's a lovely little plant. Here are stairs. So that was the 17th floor. We're going to the 18th floor. We found a Moby, not the Moby. This Moby is made out of moss. If you look really closely, you can see it's made out of moss. So, we're close, I think. Let's see. More footprints. Yikes, every time I do that, it's about more footprints. Let's keep going. Now someone asked for the nook. We've got a nook, it's right here. It's called the nook, and you can book it off, and this is what it looks like inside. It looks like a little nook, so it's another little place to have a meeting in. All right, so see footprints here. I see no one's here yet. Let's see what else we can see. Does anyone have any ideas on where Moby might be? Any thoughts? Don't see it. Oh, look! More footprints. We've got another phone booth. This phone booth is called Booth or Dare. Lots of phone booths. Well, not lots, 4. And more Moby footprints. I don't know how he got on the wall, but somehow he did. And this phone booth is called the Booth Fairy, and we're gonna try not to interrupt because someone's using that phone booth right now. Oh, more Moby footprints. Wow, in the creative cave. Is someone in this creative cave? Hi, Kevin.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
We're doing well. It's so
Did you
nice.
find Moby yet?
We have not found Moby yet, but it's so nice to see this area of the creative cave with its yellow walls. It's one of their scavenger hunt questions. Awesome. Can you answer a couple of questions for us, Kevin? Because
Sure. Yeah.
we've got a few for you. Awesome. So to start off with, you do data science work and you run our prototyping lab. So first off, can you tell us a little bit about what is a data scientist and what kind of skills do you need for that?
Sure. A data scientist is somebody who works with different kinds of data, or it can be numbers or letters that come through our system, and tries to figure out different ways that we can use that data to make our product better, to make Brainpop better, either to improve our movies or to improve some of our features, like make a map or make a movie.
Very cool. Now, Kevin, I'm actually going to come around this way. I think the lighting might be better.
Oh,
So
mine's
we're
in the
gonna
dark.
we're gonna change the camera a little bit. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there. I think it might be better. We'll find out. Okay, and let's see where some of our other questions are. Okay, there we go. So, how did you enter this field?
I'll close the blinds.
All right, we have blinds here at the Brainpop office. This is how they work. We can control the lightings. Okay. Oh yeah, this is so much better. So, how did you enter the field of data science?
Yeah, I kind of bounced around all over the place. I was a scientist first. I studied marine biology and how wave forces were affecting things on the shoreline.
Cool.
And yeah, I'm still a big science nerd, I
Very
guess.
cool.
But I got really interested in doing more with science education, and kind of from there found my way into Brainpop, where I do a lot of different things to help with Brainpop's content.
Awesome. Do you collaborate with people in other departments sometimes, or
all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah, we try to work with all the different teams here at Brainpop. Yeah.
Very cool. What are some of the teams that you work with?
Well, we work with our writing team, our editorial team. We'll work with our product design team when they're trying to make new things. We'll also work with our sales teams or our marketing teams. Basically, any team at Brainpop usually will talk to us at some point.
Very cool. Now, Senor Padilla's 4th grade class wants to know what a day in the life of your job is like.
Sure. It's very different from day to day. Some days there's just a lot of meetings. We're talking to different teams.
Wait.
wait.
Oh, wait, no. I thought I saw Moby.
I thought I saw him too.
Oh,
I don't see him anymore.
okay.
Well,
Did you guys see him?
sometimes we see Moby in our day to day.
Sorry. Go ahead.
But we tend to spend a lot of our time working on computers and processing the data. We use computers a lot to work with data.
Very cool. Now, when I came in here, I noticed that you had some VR goggles and
yes.
a cube with patterns on it. What is that?
So these are called Google Cardboards. These are just some basic virtual reality goggles. They have a little Velcro, and you can put in a phone and look in some VR space.
Very cool.
And then this little cube here, some of you may recognize, it's a merge cube. And so it has different patterns on each side, and you can use it to project things in augmented reality.
Oh, that is so cool. All right, and how do you, what's on your screen there? It looks very different from data science.
Oh, yes.
What is
yeah.
that?
This is one of the prototypes we've been working on in our prototyping lab. We've been working on some different ways to bring Brainpop out of the movie setting and into a more 3D world where there might be some fun ways you can engage with Brainpop content. And so this is one of the back ends of the design we're working on right now for that in one of our prototyping labs.
Very cool. And what is a prototyping lab?
Yeah, our prototyping lab is a way that we test out crazy new ideas that we want to look at Brainpop. They tend to be really intensive, fun sessions. We limit them to 4 weeks. We grab a bunch of different people from different parts of the company, come together, and try to see how far we can get in testing out a new idea. And so it's really intense, really short. We try to be really creative.
Very cool. So this is actually a sneak peek then.
This is a sneak peek, yeah. Might be more soon if you stay tuned.
Oh, you guys are so lucky. No one really knows about this.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much, Kevin.
Yeah, thank you. I hope you find Moby.
I hope so too. We're on the hunt. All right. So we saw the creative cave with the yellow walls, some more food. Check it out. We've got some coffee and tea and pretzels, kind of like the ones that we had downstairs too. And we've got, you guys, more footprints. And we're upstairs now. So I feel like we're so close. Wait a second. There's no Moby in here, but there's an MKG.
Oh,
Hey, how's it going?
you guys caught me in the middle of working.
Very cool. Can you explain to us a little bit more about what that means?
Sure, yeah. Well, there's a lot I do. So, my name is MKG. I'm a game designer and project manager at Brainpop. So, part of my time I'm working on games, hopefully that you guys like. And the other half I'm helping to manage our projects and teams, making sure everybody's organized and staying on track and getting their work done.
Very cool. So MKG, we've got some questions for you from some of our viewers.
All right.
So Miss Gilner's 6th grade class has a question about your role as a project manager. They're asking, how do you keep members of your group on task with a project? We work in a lot of groups at school, and sometimes we have group members that do not do their share of the project. What do you do when that happens?
That's a tough question. If somebody, isn't doing their work or they're part of the share, sometimes the first step is to talk to them and ask them, maybe how come they're not participating? There might be another reason. If that doesn't work and they still don't want to participate, you can always talk to your teacher about it. It's always, it's never fun if somebody's not pulling their weight in a project. So.
Very cool. We've got some more questions for you. So where do you get the creativity and the inspiration for new games? This is from Mary in 8th grade.
Great question, Mary. Inspiration in coming up with these ideas kind of comes from everywhere. Kind of the experiences that I've had, whether it's other games I've played or other things I've done in real life. If I've gone to visit places internationally or when I read books, really from everywhere. Games can really come from any source, so just stay creative.
Nice. Someone has a question. Did you create Flap to the Future?
Flap to the Future, I did not create that, but I do know the people who did. It was the Cornell Lab of Ornithology. They're an amazing group of people. They love birds, so they wanted to make games like Flap to the Future to help teach you guys the mechanics of flying. You should check out their other games on Game Up as well. Game Up, it's on Brainpop. It's got all sorts of fun games.
Awesome. So Game Up are games that are on Brainpop, but they're not created by Brainpop, just to clarify.
There's a mix. So we have a couple games on Game Up that are created by Brainpop, but we also have dozens and hundreds of other games created by other partners and developers, all geared to be, fun educational games and help teach you something while you're playing.
Very cool. And before I leave you, this is the last question. How do you create fun games that are academic but also meaningful?
Ooh, that's a tough question. You want to do both. You want to have fun and you want to learn. That makes it important for me as a game designer and anybody I work with to think really hard about the things you do in the game. We want everything the player has to do to match closely to what we want them to practice. If you're practicing math, then hopefully what you're doing in the game has something to do with math as well. If you're learning about context clues, then hopefully what you're practicing and doing in the game has to do with context clues.
Was that? No. Was it? We're looking for Moby.
Oh, man.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No problem. I've actually got to get back to my hard work. So if you guys are going on your hunt now.
Thank you so much for giving us a little bit of insight into what it's like to be a project manager and a game designer.
And there was one last question.
Oh.
What do you have to study or what do you have to major in to become a game designer?
That's a great question. You know, there isn't one single thing you have to study or major. I would say I actually came up from a computer science background. So I originally learned how to program, and I was fortunate enough to transition into a game designer role after I graduated. I know nowadays, though, there's a lot of great game development programs out there and courses to become a game designer, and I highly recommend checking those out.
Very cool. Thank you. All right, we're going to continue our hunt. Oh, wait, before we go, what are those in there?
Oh, so those are yoga mats.
Uh-huh.
So this room that I'm in right now, while it also allows us to do some VR stuff on here,
Uh-huh.
it also doubles as our Zen Room.
Wait, sorry, what's it called again?
Oh, the Zen Room.
The Zen Room. Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
And what do people just kind of hang out here?
It's a great place to relax, you know, do some yoga if you want to, take a break, kind of meditate, kind of re-energize yourself for the day, and great room for that.
Nice. Very cool. So it's called the Zen. Thank you so much. So this is called the Zen Room, everybody. All right. Oh, look, it's a sound booth. Can we turn the lights on in here? Look, they're magic. So this is a booth where you can do some recording. It looks like I'm gonna get trapped in here, but I've actually been in here before and I've survived. So it's a little space where you can record and you won't get all the background noise that you get if you were recording otherwise. That's a fun story. I was in here once because there was a Brainpop Junior video on ice cream, and I got to say the word ice cream, and it was a claim to fame for me. We've still got some more phone booths. So I saw Moby standing here somewhere, which means that we're probably getting close. We've got some more footprints. So I think we're getting really close, you guys. I think we're getting really close to Moby. Oh, look at this view. This is a view from our upstairs office on the other side. So you saw the Empire State Building earlier. This is the One World Trade Center. So that's the view up here. That's another landmark. So I think Moby is around here somewhere, but I just don't know where. I'm trying to look for more footprints. Fun fact, this is my desk. So this is where I sit, everybody. And the really cool thing about the desks here is that we can make them go up and down. So we've got numbers, and I programmed them. Watch it go. See? And it goes down too. And it goes down all on its own. So all the desks on this floor are like that. Hello. Hi. Hey. That's Antonio. Some of you might have seen him in our Facebook group posting sometimes. There he is in real life. All right. So he's probably here somewhere. Don't know where, but he has to be here because, oh my gosh, more footprints. There are more footprints. So I think he must be, oh, I was so sure he would be in here somewhere. Moby? This is the last place, everybody. This is the last place. So I thought he must have been in here. We found, wait a second. Moby? Do you guys see what I see? We found him! Moby, what are you doing in our cafe? Were you hungry? I know, it is lunchtime for us here in New York. Oh my goodness. Well, we're so glad we found you. I wanted to introduce you to all of our Cbes and their students who are tuning in from all over. We found him. All right. Moby, this is our cafe space. So you and me and our viewers are so lucky because, oh, hello. You and me and our viewers are so lucky because no one else in our office has been in this cafe space yet. It's actually brand new and it's going to be opening up very soon. And we're going to be able to hang out here maybe in a little bit. So I'm just going to do a quick round. You're so lucky that you're hanging out here with us. All right, well, Moby's hungry. We're going to let you go. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. And thank you so much for all your questions, and thank you so much for your patience, because I know we had a bunch of technical difficulties today in Moby, but everyone stayed really patient and they're here with us. So thank you so much for tuning in from all over, from different time zones, and we loved hearing your questions. And if you had a good time, let us know. Maybe we can do this again sometime. All right, bye-bye. We have to actually end it. Oh, there we go. Bye-bye.